Hi, I'm David James and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Hello and welcome to the Starting 11 prediction show for the derby at Goodison Park at 1:30 on Sunday. Liverpool obviously taking on Everton in the Merseyside derby. I'd tell you at this point what number derby it is, except that I haven't done my research and I do not know. So I'm going to go straight into what I think Liverpool, how I think Liverpool will line up against the Toffees on Sunday. I'm going to go in a bit of a random order this week. I'm going to go with Simon Mignolet up goal. I think the most important thing for Liverpool with regards to this fixture is to keep two up top. You know, we saw against Aston Villa last weekend just how good Ings and Sturridge looked together. So I think the first thing that the manager should be doing this weekend is going, you know what, we need to get at Everton, we need to silence that crowd, we need to go in there and send a statement that Liverpool are back and that Liverpool under Brendan Rodgers can succeed. So if I was Brendan Rodgers, I would be playing Danny Ings alongside Daniel Sturridge. How I believe that works best is with James Milner playing in the exact same position as he did last time, with Coutinho behind as well, and obviously them being teed up by this man, Lucas Leiva, in the centre of the park. Now, what was really interesting, actually, and something that I didn't mention on the formation show and was supposed to, by the way, that was nearly an hour long. We looked back at Aston Villa and we did probably about half an hour on Everton and what Liverpool would do to counter what Everton have done, so do check that out on the redmentv.com. What I thought was really interesting, and the thing that I didn't mention, was that Lucas Leiva had the most passes to Philip Coutinho during the last game. He had 26 passes to Phil Coutinho, so that's something that I think worked really well. Lucas was magnificent in that game anyway, so for me, he keeps his place regardless. Martin Skirtle, I believe, will start in the centre. Emre Can, it's a bit of a tough one. There's quite, me and Paul had a good debate on the formation show about whether we think that Joe Gomez could come in for Emre Can after his performance last weekend. So Emre Can, Nathaniel Klein on the right wing back, Alberto Moreno left wing back, and I've just got one more space to fill, and it's going to be filled with Mamadou Sakho. So, it's pretty 3-minute long video to tell you I think it's going to be exactly the same team that started against Aston Villa. So I am sorry about that, but I'll go through a little bit of why we thought that Joe Gomez could come in for Emre Can. Now, we spoke at length actually about the experience needed in the Merseyside derby and how we didn't really have seasoned Merseyside derby professionals who've played in lots of games, and we've got a few that have played in a couple, but nobody of likes of Gerrard and Carragher who've played in sort of 10, 15, 20. Joe Gomez doesn't fit that category, of course, but he's a solid, resolute defender who's comfortable with the ball at his feet in the defensive sense. Going forward, I don't think he brings you as much as Emre Can, but in a defensive sense, could he offer more than Emre Can? So that was the thing that me and Paul were debating quite heavily on there. We also spoke about Jordan Rossiter maybe coming in the centre of the park. Now, again, we didn't think that this would happen, but we definitely thought there was a conversation to be had there, because Jordan Rossiter gets it, doesn't he? He gets what being at Liverpool Football Club is about. He gets the passion and the desire needed to win a Merseyside derby. Now, as I said, we do think that Lucas Leiva is going to start in that, but again, going back to the top of the video, the most important thing for Liverpool and for me, I feel, is that Danny Ings and Danny Sturridge start together up top. Anyway, let me know if you agree or disagree with the starting 11 in the comments section below. Don't forget to check out the absolute shit ton of collaboration content we did with Toffee TV. We played 2-on-2 bubble football, we played dizzy bubble penalties, we did a dizzy a bubble American shootout, we did the Uncensored match build-up show, combined 11s, player ratings. There's just absolutely loads, because the lads are local, we can get together with them and we can have a powwow about football and a bit of a kibitz back and forth. So that's what we did. Anyway, don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. Cheers.
You've got to sell those half-season tickets.
You've got to. But oddly enough, oddly enough, we've got more season ticket holders than Liverpool have. So that's another thing you got to consider.
What about the list, lad?
Well, the list, lad. The list.